On that, yes. National Accountant General, what do you do with that?
Mr. Chair, unfortunately, I think maybe there was having a miscommunication within the team because initially our response was that it was adjusted, but it was at the level of, or when we were finalizing that we realized that the adjustments were not actually carried out. Then it was late. But where the the 48,000, unfortunately, there is not much that can be done because already the audit has been concluded. So we will just have to take note and to ensure that you would have to verify prior to finalization. So, but we cannot the adjustment cannot be retrospective because the audit has already been concluded upon. Concluded on.
So can you do any further adjustment?
No, sir. It's no.
Huh?
No, sir.
Yes, Honorable.
Yes. Was this at the level of the Minister of Justice or at your side? This code. The misclassification, was it on your side or on the side of the ministry?
I would have to check, but it's likely from the Minister of Justice because if you look at the amounts,
yes,
1,000, yes. So
yes.
Meaning that they actually picked up the wrong account code when they were carrying out the receipt. Yes.
Now the reason why I'm asking is if that's the case, then I think you need to consult with them also to correct them so that this will not continue in the future. Because otherwise we may see it again in 2025. Because maybe somebody's doing it, maybe they don't even realize it. Yeah.
Anyway, this is of the accountants, so the ministry. This has been carried out through the gateway. If we realize such, in fact, usually we do have instances like this where somebody goes to the gateway and choose the wrong account, but where it happens, then usually at the level, the service provision would reject it, and they would have to come back for us to cancel and refund, and they start the process all over again. So you will see less of this, but even where it happens, it would have to be corrected before the service is rendered. That is the process now, because the banks are the one handling it now. Yes, 2025.
Is it going to reflect in 25?
Yeah, because we're using the gateway for the 2025 recording. So where you have such, like I said, usually they would reject and we would have to cancel and refund. Yeah.
So my question, will it be reflected in 25?
No, this we cannot correct because where this was supposed to be reclassified, it would be reclassified under the during the year under review. So where it has not been reclassified, then it cannot be done retrospectively because the audit is concluded.
National audit.
Honorable Chair, as I mentioned earlier, a substantial amount of the query has been addressed. The only amount outstanding now is only 48,000. If you look at the initial query, it was 6.7 million. Now the only thing outstanding is 48,229 dollars. So the action point would be let it not feature in subsequent years. I think that should be our direction now.
But she's saying that they are showing that they can correct it.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that should be our future course of action.
Yes, AGD.
Mr. Chair, like we said, it's not possible to go back because we cannot go back and change the figures in 2024 because the audit is already concluded. So and it cannot be forward-looking in terms of adjustments in the system because it was collected for that year.
National audit.
Chair, I think Babukar have concluded it. That in future years it should not occur again.
But the Accountant General have also made this confirmation that going forward, because if they post it in the wrong, the gateway will not take it. So maybe we just let it.
Can you use the mic properly so that they hear you?
Okay, sorry. What I'm saying is that from what the auditors have said and the response from the Accountant General, it's very unlikely that it will occur again. And because of the substantial amount has already been rectified. So I think we'll just proceed.
You should. That last.
Sorry, I said, I think we should just consider it as, yeah, as sorted.
Resolved.
Yeah, resolved.
Oh no, you also wanted to say something. What is that? We did not use the mic.
I submit as Honorable Tumanja did.
So audit, you come this document to consider as resolved.
Yes, please. But also, it's just a word of caution. Maybe Accountant General should ensure that this doesn't recur in future years.
Okay, let's move to 56. Fees. Are they here? PS? Oh, DPS, okay. Unaccounted fees sold or donated. The amount involved is 177.697.31 kg for the quantity. And under the audit recommended that the department to implement the following: controls over disposals of fish landing should be strengthened through proper record keeping, regular reconciliation, and independent verification of catches. And also, the department is requested to furnish the audit with the documentation on 10% landing fees, fish sales, and donations. Management response.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. If fishing vessel 100612 mentioned in the table was licensed by Baldes Trading, bought land 100% of catch at the Banyur Fisheries Jetty. Therefore, zero has no 10% landing obligation. In the remark column of the table, Aminata Sanyang was supplied with only 2,000 kilograms of fish, contrary to the 4,000 kilograms mentioned in the table. Please find attached supporting documents in respect of the 10% landing distribution, sales, invoices, donations, receipts of payments for the period mentioned. A total of 4,000 kilograms was never donated to the Ministry of Health, as indicated in remarks column. Only 2,000 kilograms were donated to the Ministry of Health.
Auditors, for a comment. We have adjusted accordingly and still noted 171,142 kilogram, 0.61 kilogram of fish unaccounted for. Therefore, the finding remain unresolved.
Mr. Chair, as mentioned earlier, on 171,142.6 kilograms, we had donated to companies and individuals. So we are ready to provide the evidence. We are ready to provide to the committee the evidence on how this 171.6 3.142 kilograms was seized.
To provide evidence
Yes.
how the 697.31 kg was seized
Yes.
was what the audit are requesting for? Audit?
The query was on accounted fish sold or donated. The initial query raised was about 177,697 were without supporting documentation. So further to their management response, we realized the figure went down, meaning that they provided some supporting documents.
So they want to provide documentation for the remaining
171.
175.
171, 142, that is still outstanding.
That's what we want to provide a document.
That's correct.
Yeah, yes, that is what we want.
We give you the 25th
Okay.
to the committee, not directly to.
Yeah, to the committee. Okay,
Yes.
okay, we'll do that.
Can we go to 58 unsettled areas? Yes, 25th, yes. Those remaining, the amount 171. On that, the committee in the findings noted the unsettled areas totaling 6,910,000, and the outstanding balance is 6,070,000. This is indicated in the table. Under the audit recommended, the ministry conduct reconciliation and follow up on all outstanding administrative fines from 2023 to confirm payments and recover the areas and provide evidence to the audit, and also establish formal tracking mechanism to ensure timely collection and documentation of fines and payments, as well as ensure all future fine settlements are properly supported with payment receipts and bank confirmation, and periodically reviewed by the consultative committee to monitor the compliance. Management response, fisheries.
Mr. Chair, all the vessels mentioned have settled all their areas in respect of fines imposed on them as shown below, except Superfly 1 and 4, who have been written to through their agent E&A Enterprise to settle their areas on or before the end of the first quarter of 2026. So,
National, it appears this also is a recurring issue.
Yes, please. It is. It's a recurring issue. Yeah.
So we'll take that decision. Fisheries, take note. The decision that was earlier taken smarter still stands in relation to this one as well. So if you are to respond, you should also take note of this one, 2024.
okay.
EPS.
Yes.
Some of these enterprises, for example, if you look at previous years, they will be fined because of the fishing in the wrong zone. So it seems like Superfly, for example, they repeat the same offense again. What exactly do you do? Because it seems the fine is not a deterrent. Because if it were, then they would have stopped. But it seems they still, you find them, they pay or they make part payment, but they continue to infringe on the same thing in the wrong zone. What exactly are you guys going to do with that?
Okay, maybe I will allow the head of the MCS to respond to that. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Honorable. As you said, vessels that infringe more than once or twice, the committee has the right to double their fines. Like if you infringe for the first time, the charge is normal. But if you infringe twice, you are found infringing twice, second time, then the fine is doubled. That's the measure. That's the mechanic measure that we put in place.
Yeah, but if you look at the last one, Abu Salam, if you look at 2023, he had some issue, and still now it's the same. So the amounts are not really double in this particular instance. Because when you look at 2023, Abu Salam had some issues also with various receipt numbers that he was supposed to pay. One was 750,000, and the other one 540,000, 500,000, 410, and this one here, you are talking about 910. So I don't know if there is really consistency in that.
But those payments are in respect of one of the fines. Well, you're only one fine.
Yes,
The
I know.
receipts you are mentioning.
Yeah, but if you infringe more than once, you get fined the same number.
No?
No, if you have, let's say, same company, you have 2 or 3 or 4 vessels.
Yes.
Because I see Superfly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's the same company, right?
No, it's a different company.
Superfly 1 is not Superfly 2.
One and 2 or 1 and 4, 3, there's the same company, all Superfly.
Yes.
Yes.
But the rest are not the same.
No.
But they are all Superfly.
No, Superflies are name of vessels, not a company.
I know, because like you have Magic, for example.
Yes.
They have Magic 5, then you have Superfly 1, Superfly 4.
Yes.
So it's the same company.
Superfly 1 and Superfly 4 is the same company.
Yes, okay. So when they both infringe, and they all find the same amount, 1 million, 1 million.
Okay.
So the issue is the same company that's infringing again.
Yes.
Yeah, but the fine is not double.
No, but in this case, it's individual. We are talking of individual vessels, not combined.
Are you finding the vessel or you are finding the company?
No, we find in the vessel, not the company.
Why?
The company is paying, but we are finding the vessel.
The vessel is another entity.
Yeah, but
The legal entity is the
vessel. Yes. It's the vessel that committed, but
Yes.
commit the infringement.
And is the vessel paying?
The company should pay.
Exactly. Because the company is the legal entity.
Yes.
So exactly. So you have the same legal entity with 2 different vessels that are doing the wrong things.
But like in the case of these Superflies, these are the first offense they are committed.
Okay. We look for Superfly in 2005, 2025.
Okay.
No problem. This one, you cannot escape.
Okay. So repeated decision taken in the previous case will still stand. And we go to page 161 rather. In the ability to accurately calculate and verify annual surface rental fees. Under the audit recommended that the management of this geology, are they here? Good. The management of geology department to furnish the audit team with the approved scale plans for the aforementioned mining company and management response. Yeah, this also is a repeated or recurring issue. So we take that the decision that was earlier on taken still stand on this as well. Geology?
Honorable Chair, this is a different finding.
It is repeated.
It's a different one.
Then management response. Can you respond, management?
Management response maps and coordinate to collaborate the surface area are available in the office for verification.
Any of?
Auditors, for the comment. We have reviewed and evaluated the maps and coordinates provided. However, the official sketch plan was prepared by the licensee, Gaj Mining Company Limited, a fact corroborated by the director of the geological department. This non-independent document fails to specify the dimensions of the active mining areas to quantify the amount paid and payable by Gaj Mining Company Limited, thereby undermining its accuracy and verifiability. Therefore, the finding remains unresolved up to the time of finalizing this management letter.
Geology?
You see, the surface rental, surface area is part of the Lansing, is part of the agreement, is Schedule A of the license agreement, which is been verified, endorsed by all parties, and is the same surface area that is sent to justice prior to the signing of this license. It didn't change. Coordinates are there to give an accurate area of the surface area. If I supply with the coordinates, with that you can even know the surface area. And in the Lansing, the surface area is there and the coordinates are there. So it didn't change. And these have been the same surface area that we've been applying for all these years. Maybe they they could not use that coordinates to do the calculation, but everything was supplied and is in the Lansing. So it doesn't change.
National audit.
Our position is that the original documents having these maps and coordinates were not provided. Instead, the sketch plan that was prepared by the licensee was the one that was provided to us. That's why this finding still remain unresolved. Unless and until he is able to prove that the original documents having these maps and coordinates are with him, the findings still remain unresolved.
They are available.
The original document.
The documents are available.
Can you provide them? $25th. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Good. 63. Outstanding debt and payments shortfall of surface rental payment. The amount that is involved for the outstanding one is 823,923.72, and the audit recommended that Geology Department endeavor to recover the outstanding amount and evidence of recovery furnished to the audit team for verification. Management.
The table below is the one that applies in accordance with the license agreement. The area surface agreement was signed in September 2019, and in the Lansing calendar year is a 12-month period. This Lansing year starts in September 2019 when the Lansing was signed, and each year, calendar year of the surface Lansing end on the same date of the following year. In September 2019 to September 2020 is 1 year, and the surface area is 0.52 kilometer. That's half a kilometer length, half a kilometer wide, half a kilometer. In 2020 to 2021, 2021 to 2022, 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, 2024 to 2025. Since the surface area is 0.52 and a kilometer square is 2,000, each year they are supposed to pay $1,040, and this surface area have been paid.
Auditors, further comment. Under clause 10 of the dredging licensing agreement, the licensee is obligated to pay an annual rent of $2,000 per square kilometer for the full contractual area of 1.682 square kilometers from 2019 to 2024. However, payments were underpaid by $828,923 is by SMJ because an unauthorized area of 0.52 kilometers square introduced by Director of Geological Department in handwritten note was used.
Yes, geology.
As I said, in the extractive industry, it's the applicant that would determine the area they are interested, and geology will verify. The area that the audit or the map the audit used was not that of the geology or the proponent. It was part of a document that were in the file, but was a document emanating from the National Environment Agency for other purposes. That's our argument here. The surface area is the company that will determine where they are interested and will apply, and we will endorse this area. So you cannot use any other map to do your verification. And 1.6 kilometer square is like 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, and we've all known where these people are operating. Even without the technical knowledge, you will know it's less than a kilometer. I will add, we are open for further verification to establish the area.
You provide the verification? Huh? You provide the verification?
Yes.
Audit?
If there are any confusion here, I think I believe it is coming from the geological department, because all these documents were provided by the geological department. Initially, he provided the one that was from NEA, and after raising the finding, he also submitted another one that was handwritten. So that's where confusion came in. So he need to clarify that. Thank you.
Yeah, as I said, during application process, there will be a lot of documents that we will require from the company. And some of these submissions were for other purposes that we requested. So it's true, it was from the file that they happens to see this other map. But that's not the surface area that these people are covering. That's what we were saying. So when they requested, we provided them the area that these people are operating, the company is operating on.
But they are saying they are open to verification, further verification.
Honorable Chair, once authentic and valid documentations are provided, the audit team is open to verification and report back accordingly to the August body. Thank you.
Yeah, we are open, as I said, to work with them on this verification.
You provide a document.
Yes.
And on that, you can do so by 25th. Okay? '66. Inappropriate inclusion of outstanding interest in statement of outstanding commitment. The outstanding interest amounted to 7,284,191. And on that, the audit recommended the removal of outstanding interest in the statement of outstanding commitments to enhance clarity and accuracy of reporting. Management?
Mr. Chair, the position of management is that inasmuch as outstanding impress are commitments not provided for in part 426.17 of the financial regulations, the IFMIS system functionality and as per procedure uses them to monitor and hold individuals accountable for funds issued in the form of impress. Until the impress is fully retired, the amount remains outstanding commitment rather than an expenditure. We therefore wish to maintain that outstanding impress in the statement of outstanding commitments is valid.
Audit.
Auditors, further comment. Maintaining outstanding impress as a commitment is clearly a contravention of not just the financial regulations, but also the qualitative characteristic of the Ipsos conceptual framework, faithful representation. Outstanding impress is in economic substance a receivable which would not be relevant for the purpose of cash basis accounting, and regardless of how the IFMIS treats it, there should be a clear distinction between an accounting commitment, a future obligation arising from a legally binding agreement, and the elements that the IFMIS designate commitment for the purpose of achieving a true and fair view of the financial statement. The issue therefore remains unresolved.
Chair, I think we will have to have a consultation with the auditors, but in terms of visibility for impress, this is how it has been treated from inception to date.
When do you intend to do that consultation?
I'm taking it to be a forward-looking activity because it has to do with maybe the treatment itself and classification.
Yeah, that sounds so guess when the consultation will take place or intend to do it.
The consultation is going to be ongoing, and in terms of its impact on the financial statements, I am looking for what to finalizing this, and then it will be part of the 2025 financial statements.
Audit.
Honorable Chair, we are open to discussion. However, as it stands, outstanding impress is clearly, as we speak, it's classified as receivables. The Accountant General and team are very aware of this. So, but just to cut it short, we are open to further discussion on this matter. Thank you.
Accountant General.
Matter closed. We'll discuss it internally.
We look forward to that discussion and to be confirmed in the 2025, the outcome be confirmed in the 2025. National audit?
Yes, please, Chair.
Thank you. 68. Inadequate monitoring and evaluation of on-lending portfolio performances, which is Fpac, affecting NAWIC and GCAA.
Honorable Chair,
Yes.
this is a recurring issue. On the last,
My note is new. Okay. Recording.
yes, recurring issue.
Then the decision taken earlier on will stand. Who should address that? Accountant General?
Finance.
Yes.
Oh, finance, you are here.
We are here,
take
yes.
note, the earlier decision that was taken.
Indeed.
Yeah. You should also add this there.
Yeah. Thank you.
We are going to page 17 now. Failure to meet on lending loans agreement is also repeated.
It is repeated, yes.
Yes.
Earlier decision stands.
Yeah.
I hope we are working on it.
Yeah, we do.
I say, are you working on it?
Yes.
Good. That's what I want to hear. Payment to officers on leave of absence without salary. That's who finance. Accountant General.
Accountant General and PMO.
Okay. That is noted, and the amount involved 855,247.95. Management ensure that the amount paid is recovered immediately, and recovery receipts forwarded to the audit for confirmation. Management response.
The amount of $855,247.98 reported as salary and related allowances paid during the period of absence is categorized as follows. $30,134.10 relates to staff who were not overpaid as their approvals were issued prior to their departure, therefore no recovery required. $180,338.35 relates to staff who were overpaid but have since returned to the system. Recovery will be instituted immediately from their payroll, $638,315.53 relates to staff who are still on leave. We have engaged their banks to return the overpaid amounts. $6,460,000 relates to staff who have already refunded the amounts paid. Please find the detailed analysis in Appendix L.
Auditors for a comment. Management responses have been reviewed, including the evidence provided. However, the finding maintains that specified officers received salaries totaling $800,279 while on study leave without salary, contrary to the general orders. We advise that recoveries be made from respective individuals without delay. Details are shown in revised Appendix L.
Mr. Chair, I ask to be allowed to consult with PMO, but from our end, we have written to the respective banks for the return of funds.
Respective
banks.
Okay. Yes.
No, it's kind of interested. I mean, how would the bank return this money when this person has already, cast his payment? How would the bank do that? Listen to the bank. The person himself, yes. Exactly,
Chair, do I respond? Yes. Okay. In some instances, there will still be money in the accounts. So whatever they find in the account, they will return it to us. However, we have a constraint in reaching out to people, given that the address system is not very good in the country. So under normal circumstances, you would have written to his known address, but that has proven to be a challenge. But we will explore all possible means to make sure the funds are returned.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 is a staff of the Ministry of Finance. Number 5. If you look at the appendix, Appendix I. Yes, check. Some of your staff are there. Check. You see the list. I don't want to say the name, but check the list. You see. It's your people. Appendix is on page 122. The last page. Last. Okay. And number, the one in the middle. Let me count the number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And number 13. Number 14 is still in the system. Yeah, that one you are paying him every month anyway right now. So, yes, with the payroll numbers. Some of them are from the Ministry of Finance. Yes. Yes. Your people, you know them. Long one level.
Yeah, so Chair, please allow us to consult and then come back to you on this.
Okay. By 25th?
Yes.
The payment of salaries to staff on study leave without salaries. The affected staff are indicated in the table. Amount involved $252,298.49. The audit recommended that management ensure that unearned salaries paid to staff are recovered and provide evidence of recovery to audit. Management response.
The study leave without salary was cancelled in November 2025. And the letter has been issued to the bank for Alassana Dabo to return the amount. And for Alpha Omar Jallo, letter has been issued to the bank to return the money. Lamin Jawo, he requested for study leave with salary, but it was later rejected and he was issued with approval for study leave without salary in January 2025. Samba Sow, approval letter was issued on the 24th of September 2024. And the letter has been issued to the bank to return the money.
Audit.
Auditors, for the comment. Following a review of your management responses and supporting evidence, it was noted that the following officers received salaries amounting to $103,709 while on study leave without salary. Details are shown in the table below.
Counter General.
Yeah, we will work on how to get this money paid.
What mechanism?
Like I said, we will consult with PMO and then try to see what mechanisms do we take to institute this. Because in most instances, some of these people would come back and to government, and either want to be reabsorbed or go on secondment, and then we will hold on to those applications, because we have done it before, and that is one of the mechanisms that we do to make amends, so that and usually they would pay these amounts up before their approval is granted for either secondment or reabsorption.
Then if you have to consult the PMO or the mechanism, you need to give feedback on the outcome of your consultation.
No problem.
25th,
Yes.
payment of salary to a terminated staff. The amount involved 99,526.78, and the audit recommended that management ensure unearned salaries paid to staff is recovered immediately and provide evidence of payment to audit team for confirmation. Response?
The staff has been formally engaged to refund the overpaid the amount.
Auditor's comment. Evidence for recall of funds from Guaranteed Trust Bank through Central Bank was provided for our review. However, evidence of funds recovered was not provided to the audit team. Therefore, the issue remained unresolved up to the time of finalizing this management letter.
AGD? You? Can you use the mic?
She has paid.
She has paid. The lady has paid. Salary increments not supported with promotion letters. Also highlighted by the auditors.
Honorable Chair, this is also a recurring issue. So the same position for the previous one.
Then Accountant General take note of the earlier decision, right? Lack of alignment between the National Development Plan,
Recurring item.
medium-term expenditure, fiscal framework, also recurring.
Recurring, yes. Non-compliance with budget, recurring.
And the next issue also non-compliance with program budgeting mandate, recurring. Page 84, budget allocations to social sectors. also flagged, and then
It's a new item, new.
yeah, new. The auditors recommended that to address the health systems funding crisis, government must establish a sustainable national health insurance scheme, implement a cost strategic plan tied to measurable outcomes, increase the overall health budget through approved revenue collection, and directly fund staff retention programs to combat the brain drain. And also, to break the cycle of poverty and instability, government must increase and strategically target education funding to improve teaching quality, align curriculum with economic needs, and provide relevant skills training for the youth, as well as reverse this cycle. The government must significantly increase and strategically direct agricultural investment towards climate smart practice, irrigation rather, value added processing to boost food security, create rural jobs, and reduce this dependency on imports. Management response.
Management noted with the concern and agreed with the point raised. However, due to budgetary constraint, coupled with increasing debt burden and recent demand to increase civil servant fees to be in line with the rising inflation, government was not in the position to meet this desire funding requirement. Government is committed to meet the funding requirement. Currently, efforts are being geared towards harmonizing and rationalizing public expenditure and improve on revenue administration, thereby improving on physical space to cater for this budget funding requirement.
National audit.
Honorable Chair, there was no auditor's comment for this because the Ministry of Finance agreed with the auditor's finding. So this will be an issue that will follow up in our subsequent audit, to be precise, 2025 onwards.
Okay, and then the next issue page 86, non-submission of the 2024 annual work plan is highlighted, affecting 3 ministries, MOPSI, Health, and Agriculture. On that, the audit recommended that provide a formal written explanation that is said ministries for the failure to prepare and present the work plan as required, detailing the root causes of this control failure, and as well as create and enforce clear annual timeline for work plan development, ensuring that MDS consistently meet all statutory deadlines. Management.
The annual work plans for Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education and the Ministry of Health are attached in Appendix A.
Auditors, for the comment. Following your management responses, the work plans submitted by the Ministry of Health have been duly received and thoroughly reviewed. However, the Ministry of Agriculture work plans remain outstanding up to the time of finalizing this management letter.
Ministry of Agriculture will be further engaged.
we need the outcome, the report 25th, right? Hmm? AGD,
Pardon?
the outcome of the engagement, we need the feedback 25th.
Yes.
88, failure to submit budget performance report. That is also noted, and a formal mechanism with explicit consequences for non-compliance should be established to ensure this does not reoccur in future audit cycles. Management response?
The budget performance report is available for both MOPSI and Health and Agriculture, attached in Appendix A.
Auditor's further comment. Following your management response, the budget performance report for the Ministry of Health has been received and thoroughly reviewed. However, those from the Ministry of Education and Agriculture remain outstanding up to the time of finalizing this management letter.
The response, you were referring to Appendix A. Which Appendix A is that?
This B or A?
Is it
Yes.
Can I come?
Finance.
Finance, yes. Is it that is submitted to you or?
Yes. This one, in the management response, wherever you see appendix, it would not be what is in the report. Instead, what we submit to the auditors. Yeah.
Yes. With finance, can you react to auditors for the comment?
As Minister of Agriculture and Education will be further engaged.
And report 25th.
Yes, sir.
Inconsistent application of commission rates on assets sold. Is it new or recurring? National audit.
Honorable, it's a new finding.
Also, okay, Janet Commission though. Okay.
Yes.
The audit recommended that the Ministry of Justice to provide plausible reasons supported by evidence for inconsistencies highlighted. Your response?
Mr. Chair, I want with due respect to maybe flag this for Ministry of Justice to respond to it.
Yeah, you communicate to them to provide evidence or to give updates. Right?
Honorable Chair, with your permission, this would also include all other issues relating to the Ghana Commission we have in 2022, 2023, and also 2024.
Okay, Accountant General, take note. Accountant General? My head is down. And we are giving you 25th. Finally,
In fact, Mr. Chair,
yes,
everybody is taking your piece of cake.
everybody,
So So because we have a very tight timeline
Sorry?
from our side,
Huh?
so everybody should, but we will inform them that they should submit directly to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, you put it to them that they should. They are authorized to give those response or update and send the report directly to Fpac. Huh?
I think with the magnitude of the issue, I think it's better for our clerks to write and give them deadline because they were notified for them to be here. Most of the ministers they came, they did not come. So I think we should write back to them and refer them to those audit queries that they need to provide all the information to the committee.
The relevant audit queries.
Yeah, I think it's better, yeah, because this is a little bit complicated.
So,
yeah.
notwithstanding, you can also do so with our end. We also take it up. Yeah.
Maybe we should get confirmation from the clerk from the committee clerk whether they were written to.
They were.
Because it's unusual.
Yeah, in fact, today I contacted them. The permanent, the DPS came, but she said that the DPS came, but she took permission and left because she said during this time she was not there, so she cannot be counted. She came and left. Yeah, but I'll contact her to send all the relevant answers.
You mean she said during that time she was not there?
She came.
I saw her. We've dealt with her actually appropriately in the select committee.
She said this time they didn't meet her there and she have no answers to the committee.
So you write to them, let them provide response to the issues or no before 25th, right? So the last one is request for personal items and logistics support from contractors. That issue also is flagged by the auditors. The list is entailed in the table, and therefore the audit recommended that NRA to explain why such items were requested from the contractor. Vice NRA, good, you are still here.
I am here.
Go ahead.
Honorable Chair, the NRA wishes to bring to the attention of the audit team, that is NAO, the audit period under review for the year ended 31st December 2024. However, the correspondence reference in these findings are dated 19 August 2025 and 3rd September 2025, which fall outside the scope of the audit. The timing difference is important because any actions, communications, or administrative issues occurring in 2025 were not part of the operational, financial, or governance activities of the authority for the 2024 financial year, and therefore should not form part of the audit findings for that period. Additionally, the NRA clarifies that the items referenced are not personal benefits or inducements. They are standard project supervision tools budgeted under the provisional sums of the EPC contract, intended solely to facilitate project supervision. No items were delivered outside the contract and no personal benefits were received. Thank you.
NAO.
Auditors for the comment. The National Audit Office acknowledges management responses concerning financial year 2025 transaction referenced in the finding. However, the primary issue extends beyond it to the significant values tied to procuring high-end communication devices, example iPhones, Samsung Galaxy phones, laptops, printers. Notably, the EPC contract was signed in July 2023, and the audit examined the contract holistically, encompassing all budgeted provision sums within the scope, irrespective of the financial year, to assess compliance with procurement regulations.
NRA.
Yes, Chair. We have already given our answer that this was not part of, it's not personal inducement. It's part of a provisional sum catered for in the contract and is given to the project team for proper project supervision. They are not personal inducements to the staff. It's not something that is contractor provides to the staff as free of charge or kind of inducement. Thank you.
And they've reacted to that response.
You don't have any further comments on this. We stand by what we have said, sir. Thank you.
Then the committee will decide. Board members?
Yes, I think if I understand right, it's saying that it was part of the contract. But who is paying? Is it the government paying or they are paying? Who's actually paying for this? I said we wanted to know who's paying. You know, if you said it's part of the contract, is it that that the contractor would have to provide for you people, or what exactly is it?
This is part of the provisional sums provided for in the contract. So the contractor provides it, but it's not that he is the one that is giving to the supervision team free of charge. There are items in that are priced in the price.
Honorable members, this has brought us to the end of the marathon consideration. So if only the Accountant General wants us to extend. Huh? Okay. Huh? Where? Good.
Mr. Chair, it's like you've closed, but there is one item that I wanted to front load. By front loading, I mean I want to provide an update on this so that it will not be considered as part of the recurring matters, and that is the overpayment of deposit on the deposit overpayment. We've looked at it, and we are of the view it's not an issue. So we want to provide an update on this so that it will be part of the 2050.
Particular query.
It's like it cut across the yes, it's recurring. It's deposit overpayment. So we will provide an update on this.
Your submission, then
Yes, we will provide. Thank you.
Part of your submission.
Okay.
So on that note, in the on that note, honorable members, let me seize this opportunity to thank the NAO for the wonderful work that they have done, clear the bad luck 2021 to 2024. It was a great task, and I hope there will be no more bad luck onwards. By the 2025 constitutional requirement will be met, and then hopefully this year or next year, first quarter, the 2025 will be tabled in the National Assembly. Even though it's election year, maybe the 6th legislature or the 7th legislature will be the one that is going to consider that particular report. We thank you, the Auditor General and the team, especially those representing the NAO in Fpac here. We commended you for the excellent work that they have done for this institution and the Gambia as a whole. For the witnesses, special commendation goes to AGD. The initiative came from her that we invite the ministries and MDAs that will ease the work. And then this back and forth will be avoided. Instead, when the report is later, the challenging issues, we don't need to entertain any other submission. If you cannot convince us the matter is still considered unresolved, we forward it to the police or whoever to take action. No entertainment for any late submission. So you can see how that idea helped us. All other ministries and then the MDAs were given the opportunity to go and do the necessary adjustments for reconsideration by the NAO. If the issues are cleared, well and good. Instead of waiting until when the report is out, then that's the time you will start to work on them. Henceforth, it's a lesson for the ministries and then the MDS to also to learn very well that as soon as you respond to your management letter queries, you don't have to wait for the National Audit or National Assembly to follow you, for you to react to the queries that you're supposed to address. If you are not cleared, make sure you act on them before the audit report will be laid in the National Assembly. Special recommendation, as I said, goes to AGD as well as works. They've been here all throughout. Likewise, NRA, finance, fisheries, and in geology. I think they missed few days, but later when they started coming, all days they've been coming. We thank you all. Those that have not been coming, please take note that this is what is expected. GRA, likewise GRA, they would have been here throughout. This is what is expected. Come and then defend the query. If there's any query that is still outstanding, the opportunity is given to you. Try to defend it and then try to work with the National Audit Office to clear those queries before we take it to National Assembly for the Assembly to act on them. Honorable members, you can see, I think, the cooperation of the National Audit as well as the August Committee, Fpac, the way we deal with the audit queries and then prepare our report and resolutions, the follow-up that we do, the cases are significantly reducing. Look at the 2024. We have few cases. The cases that are there, most of them are the recurring ones. And the new cases are few, and they are not as serious as what used to be, fraudulent cases. So that means this work is not only helping NAO, but also the institutions and the Gambia as a whole. And we hope it's going to continue. The police are not here. If they are here and they hear us, and then the judiciary, I think the rest is for them to help us. Executing the recommendations that are beyond NAO and the National Assembly. That is their responsibility. If we can all cooperate, I am telling you, this work can make the Gambia corrupt-free. On that note, I thank you all. So, can any member move that we adjourn this sitting tomorrow, 10 a.m.? Not with Accountant General and Geology also. Huh? Seconder? If you don't second, I will second. Okay. So it has been moved and seconded that the sitting be adjourned until tomorrow, 10 a.m. Those in favor, please say aye. And not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. So,